The driver of the truck that went over the twin span last night is recovering in the hospital after a dramatic water rescue yesterday afternoon. Good evening and thanks for watching. I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. After fears another car went over the side, confirmation came there was only one vehicle in the water.
Yeah, Eleanor Tabone sat down with one of the members of the search and rescue team who used sonar imaging to search the lake. And she's joining us live tonight with all the details on that. Eleanor?
Katie and Sharice, the truck driver is fortunate to still be standing. Now, WWL Louisiana was first out here yesterday, and our crew got video of those divers searching the area where the truck went over. Now, the initial fear from authorities that there was a car or a vehicle stuck underneath that truck.
That's the back of the truck.
See this golden pink fleck? That's the box truck.
What we were doing is we were scanning around there, and I actually scanned down the chutes, I call it chutes, between the two sets of pilings on the bridge. They're about 60 feet apart.
Just after 2 p.m. Tuesday, emergency crews were called to a water rescue after a box truck plunged off the Twin Span Bridge on Interstate 10 West. NOPD says the truck driver, who escaped, was rescued by a nearby fisherman.
The St. Tammany divers went in, and they're working to secure that truck first before they can actually go down and make sure that it was a vehicle.
It was like, okay, that's where the truck was.
Mark Mishu with Southeast Louisiana Underwater Search and Recovery was called in to help. He used his sonar to scan 220 feet in a 360 direction around the crash site. He says a flashlight can only help divers see so far.
Even if they wouldn't have had really good visibility, but that helped, you can always feel, hey, there's something else here.
Mark says the depth where the truck went over was 10 feet and divers had about 6 feet of visibility. Mark says if there was another vehicle under the truck like initially feared, he'd have seen that on radar after it was pulled out. He says part of the reason why authorities thought there was a vehicle underneath was because the truck was floating. Mark says it was floating because it was refrigerated.
It wasn't until it came all the way up and I knew I was seeing underneath it, because there's so much reflection that sonar can hit there. There's a possibility that you might not see something else until it's totally clear.
NOPD was in charge, but various agencies helped in the rescue, including divers with St. Tammany Parish Fire Protection District 1. Other help came from St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office, State Police and the New Orleans Fire Department. Katie and Sharice, now I spoke to the truck driver's employer, Maria's Fresh Seafood Marketplace out in Pensacola. They told me the driver's been driving for them for more than 10 years. They described him as a really nice guy. They said he's a father and a husband. They said he's got some bumps and bruises, but aside from that, he's all right. Reporting live by the lake, Eleanor Tabone, WWL, Louisiana.
We're just happy that there was no loss of life here, Eleanor. Thank you.